Sometimes life is ass, and there are many ways to cope. You could go crazy with the alcohol, smoke, or you could be like Akari and tap into the gambler lifestyle. Personally, I like to choose the healthier option 9 times out of 10, so sitting back and watching a comedy series to forget about life for 20 minutes works for me. Which is why I thank God every week that Konosuba is back. Season 2 released in 2017. After 7 years, peak content is back. Konosuba is easily the series I look forward to every week during this current anime season. Sometimes I just want to turn my brain off and watch a show where I don't have to keep a notebook beside me to make sure I'm understanding every single plot line or ability used. I just need something that is the definition of unserious. Like if anime Twitter was a show, I would say Konosuba would be the representation for it, because any Twitter, and honestly Twitter as a whole as a platform, is just where I tell myself these are not real people, these are not real opinions. Like some of the stuff that gets argued on that app, that's not real life, a simulation God put in place for entertainment. But the biggest thing in common with Twitter and Konosuba is that not a single person has internet, no sense of home training, just peak degenerate behavior. It's like I'm watching an episode out of South Park. The amount of times I'm watching Konosuba where I shake my head questioning myself, why did the author write that bar, is crazy. I treat Konosuba like the Russian roulette of comedy series. The joke either hits hard or falls flat, with me hitting a straight face at the screen, like that horny lady orc scene in the movie. Again, why did that nigga write that bar? Although at the same time, I do respect the series for keeping to its promise of true gender equality and universal karma to all. If you're going to have Kazuma use a steal ability and move like Master Roshi, then I can accept the series making sure Kazuma suffers to the ultimate extreme as punishment. It just lets me know that unlike other anime that include this type of content, Konosuba will not glorify this behavior. Like the universe will set you straight, you will be caught lacking, and that's because Konosuba is written like an abridged series. Like this man Kazuma just wanting to stay in the castle and be a bum all day is some of the realest shit in this entire series, and Kazuma's voice actor single-handedly turns this series from being good to great. Iconic performance by Jun Fukushima. Most of season 3 has just been about the plotline between Kazuma and Iris, which I'm so glad has just been wholesome. Kazuma is just the corny big brother that is giving Iris genuine enjoyment in years because she's just been sheltered her whole life, and you do not understand how worried I was when this plotline started, because this is anime, and if you watch enough anime, you know that this can turn weird very quickly, on some domestic girlfriend type weird. So when Kazuma wasn't on his Travis Scott timing, I was able to relax. I know that sounds like the bare minimum, but the bar is in hell because it's Japan. Because remember when I said that every character in this series doesn't have internet? I meant it. Like I really thought that Iris's bodyguard was going to be normal, and then it's revealed she's got Drake tendencies. I fell to my knees, had to take it on the chin and just accept that I lost. You would think after watching 2 seasons of this show, every single joke would become predictable, but this series still finds moments to throw me through a loop. Honestly, this is like the entirety of episode 5. That episode might be my favorite in the whole series. I won't spoil the context of the rest of the episode because wow, every minute I was just whispering to myself, ain't no way. Like after that episode, I'm so hyped for the rest of season 3. I got spoiled on a darkness moment that this season will cover. I don't even know if what I heard was true, but if that is actually a moment that happens in this series and my darkness agenda is in the mud, that woman will need to be hanged if that info ends up being true. But if you haven't been watching Konosuba season 3, get on that because it's peak. Also, if anyone tries to come at me for the thumbnail, game is game, because I gotta make a deal with the devil to increase the chances of the algorithm picking up a video. Because trust me, the plan was just to put a funny picture of Kazuma as a thumbnail, but then I remember what type of app this is and what type of people some of y'all are. Let me cash in my once a year Nuxtaku School of Gooning thumbnail. Don't hate the player, hate the game. If you stuck around till the end of the video, I just want you to know that I appreciate you. And if you want to talk to me about anime related topics, join my Discord server. Also consider becoming a channel member, another way to support me and I support you back with shoutouts at the end of the video, early access to new videos, custom emotes, and members only videos depending on which level of membership you decide to choose. And if you're someone that enjoys anime content that keeps it real, consider subscribing so when I hit 10k, you can brag about being a day one. I gotta get back in the kitchen to cook. Peace.